What is going on, mi gente? Welcome back to Tech Based Gaming. This is your boy Chino, and today we're going to be reviewing LiesofP. You might be wondering, damn, it's been a while. And mi gente, let me just tell you, man, I am so excited to review this game. This game was so incredible. Truly so incredible. And as a matter of fact, it has been a while since I actually loaded up this game, and we actually ended up getting some shit. And I guess it was a part of like a crossover with Wulong or something like that. Wulong, how's it called? Wulong Fallen Destiny or something like that. But either way, we got this amazing weapon called the Azure Dragon Crescent Glaive, which I think looks freaking badass. And then we also got this, the Armor of the Honorable. Again, incredible. And then we also got like a hat with it. This one right here. But I don't really like it too much, so I decided to just take it off. And let's see, I think that's it. Yeah, I think those are the only two things we got. Yeah, okay. And so essentially what I did was I had started a new game plus just now, like a few minutes ago. And yeah, this armor set looks incredible. And then this glaive, I haven't used it yet. I used it on a training dummy real quick. And it's awesome. It's awesome. So let us see how this thing actually works. I actually do like to do reviews as I'm like kind of playing the game, so that way I can still get a fresh feel. And seeing that I haven't played LiesofP in about a month, I want to say. Yeah, because FF7 Remake took so much time. And I'm still hurt that I had to delete all those videos. Why? But I'm excited to just come back to this game, man. So that is enough of me just talking about willy-nilly nonsense. Let us actually talk about the game. And yes, I still got my Silent Hill weapon over here. The puppet's axe or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. Let's just use a stargazer to get the stuff up to back to full health. And oh my god, mi gente. So this game, what the hell? Where do I start with this game? You know? Ooh. Well, hot damn. This weapon is amazing. Where do I even start with this game? Like, this game is just so incredible. I truly don't know where the hell to even start. Alright. Let's start with the basics. Gameplay. The gameplay to me is some of the best gameplay I have ever seen in a Souls game, if I'm being honest. It's simple, yet super in-depth, yet like it's not like at first you might be like, oh my god, I have way too many tools, right? But as you continue to play through the game, you start realizing that, you know what? It's really not that much. It's really dependent on how you want to play the game. It gives you so many different ways to play the game. Like, you can go puppet string, you can go with the electric arm, you can go with the fire, wherever you want to go. You can just go with the simple punch arm that you get in the beginning of the game. And, you know, I'm pretty sure you could still do serious damage. I don't really know. I haven't really played with that one too much. Because as soon as I got this puppet string, it was essentially game over, you know? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh damn, this weapon is dope as hell. I might literally do a whole new game run just with this. One thing I will say, New Game Plus is hard. I did the first boss, and that dude was no joke. He was way easier in the original playthrough. So yes, gameplay, this game is amazing. The combat system feels so good. It's so fluid, and you have so many options. You can attack this game literally any way you want. You know what I mean? Uh, you might even be able to do a stealth build. I have no idea. As for me in the original gameplay, as you guys saw, I did a motivity base, which is just like strength, and it was incredible. It was incredible. And even though I've heard that motivity was like, I guess, the meta when this game first came out, it really didn't feel like it was crazy OP. I really thought it was very, very well balanced, you know? Oh, hello. I wonder, is that ladder... curious, I wonder if that ladder is down because we already did that. Like in the original playthrough? No, I'm not too sure. That's actually a good question, but we'll figure it out. But yes, gameplay wise, I mean, this shit is amazing. Like, you can go with a weapon like this that's more long range. You can go super close range. You can go with this weapon here, the Ouroboros, which I just unlocked not too long ago. And this shit right here is a dope as hell. This is the dope weapon. So I'm like, jeez. So I'm really tempted to just do like a technique-based build, if I'm being honest, because they give you so many weapons that allow you to change your gameplay and do whatever you want, you know, and it's honestly incredible. So gameplay and combat, I'm definitely gonna give this a 10 out of 10. It is so fun, and it is so rewarding when you finally beat, you know, those bosses, those mini bosses that have been giving you hell. Like, it's so satisfying, so satisfying. And for a Souls game, again, for a Souls game, I tend to get bored of the combat very fast. But in this game, that was not a problem. I loved every second of this freaking game. And you know, the like the visceral attacks, I believe they're called, they are quite amazing. They are quite good. And I love it because, you know, randomly, you know, like with the puppets, they kind of just explode like that. But like when you get later on into the... Oh, God! Yeah, this game kind of winds up like a chainsaw, and it's incredible. I know I keep saying incredible a lot. I'm dead! Well, wouldn't be a LiesofP gameplay without me dying, right? You know, bear with me, okay? It's been a while. But yes, gameplay, 10 out of 10. The fighting is amazing in this game. Now, the storytelling. Let's just get to the main part. The storytelling. The storytelling is some of the best storytelling I have ever seen in a video game. Point blank. It's some of the best shit I've ever seen in a game. It's truly, truly remarkable what they've been able to accomplish with this game. NeoWiz, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, NeoWiz. It works, and it works perfectly. Like, I literally have zero complaints about the story. Personally, I felt like nothing was left unturned. You know what I mean? I felt like everything wrapped up beautifully. They tied up everything at the end of the game, and like nothing was left like, oh my god, what the hell happened? Like, are we not gonna talk about this? You know? And like it was just so freaking good, man. It's just so good. And I love the fact that, you know, unlike your typical Souls-like game, the story is actually told by beautifully done cutscenes, beautiful boss fights, along with the items. Now, I know, you know, in some Souls games, they do have cutscenes, but they're very minimal. You know, it's very minimal cutscenes, in my opinion, compared to this one, where you're getting full-fledged story cutscenes, not just on boss fights, but throughout the whole game, really. And it's so refreshing for a Souls game to do all that. At least for me, you know, maybe there are some people who don't like that. You know, that's fine. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion and their own likes and dislikes when it comes to video games. But for me, I feel like LiesofP did it the right way. It was a lot of storytelling through items, a lot of storytelling through cutscenes, a lot of storytelling just like actually via gameplay too. You know, because like the gameplay changes depending on on locations that you're going to and stuff like that, and the new enemies you're facing. And it was honestly just so freaking good. Real good. Ew, bitch trying to shoot. Yet. And so, I mean, the story's so good. Like, for example, I don't know if I still have these things. Um, yeah, like, you know, you get like all these little mini items, and you know, you read them, and you're like, holy shit, like, it all ties in with each other. And then, like, you go to the side missions to like give people back their little puppet dolls or necklace or whatever, and they kind of tell you a little bit more, and you start getting a sense of like, holy crap, this world is completely screwed. Like they're like this world is done. Like it's sad, and like this very small glimpse of joy you get is at the very end of the game. Let's be honest, you know. But to get to that small piece of joy, you have to go through so much darkness and like horror. You know what I mean? It's incredible, and you know all the characters are incredible. To me, the weakest character would probably be Simon Manus, who was like the final boss, the second to final boss, I should say. And and that's only because I feel like we just didn't get to see too much of him. Maybe that's why. But I feel like he was just a little weak. He definitely wasn't bad. And you suck. He definitely was not like a bad side character. I just felt like I wish they could have done a little bit more with him, you know? But at the same time that I'm saying that, and I feel like he was weak, he still, like, he still had a purpose in the game. You know what I mean? He still had a purpose in the game, and they still managed to give you so much backstory on him. You know, they still managed to do that. So for a quote-unquote weak side character, he is still well done. You know, I just wish we probably would have seen him more. And to be honest, I'm not too sure about his boss fight. His boss fight felt a little like it was tough. It was tough, but it also didn't feel like a crazy hard boss fight. Like I think it was just a good amount. And what was funny was that as I was playing, I'm like, bro, this dude is like, what the hell? Then all of a sudden you get to the real final boss fight, and that shit was wild. I mean, it was wild. And you know, at the same time that I'm saying this, I keep like I'm thinking about all the memories I have of this game now. And one thing I noticed at the end of the game, you realize something. This all seems familiar. I feel like we've seen this before. Why is that? Because when we're fighting the King of Puppets, the intro to him is literally telling you the story of the game. It's literally foreshadowing in the most ridiculous way. It's showing you what's happening. It's showing you what the purpose of you is. Or should I say, it's showing your purpose. It's showing Geppetto trying to take your heart and put it into another puppet that we later find out is Geppetto's son. We find out that the King of Puppets, was trying to get us on his side. He was trying to help us. And we end up killing our best friend. That's essentially it. We essentially end up killing one of our best friends. It's ridiculous. The story is incredible. Then you have like the Adelina sisters. I can't remember the last name right now. I'm just going to call them the Adelina sisters. Or the Cordray sisters. There you go. Cordrays. Like, you find out that the one that became a hunter in the white suit, which was... Where is it? That was in this suit, you know. You later on find out that she was a sister with immense talent when it comes to singing. But her other sister, the one that did become famous, ended up poisoning her just to become famous. And yet, her sister still loved her. Obviously, her sister didn't know what happened, but her sister still loved her. Meanwhile, you get the locket. It's in beautiful condition. Meanwhile, you go to Adelina, the famous one, right? Her locket is You know, the sister's eyes are scratched out. You know, she's just this hateful bitch. You know, and it's like, bro, you got everything. Meanwhile, your sister was stuck to being the life of a stalker. You know, and I mean, it's shit like that that makes this game great. You know, by the way, this suit actually does look pretty badass. Not gonna lie, it's stuff like that that makes this game great. You know, the little storytelling aspects that you get throughout the whole freaking game. You know, the King of Riddles is really the freaking serial killer puppet that killed Vanini's parents. Alidoro was Eugenie's like real life brother, but unfortunately some bitch decided to kill him because he was jealous and just full of greed. Like, that is amazing storytelling, you know? Because, like, let's be real, right? Throughout the whole game, you're like, yo, Alidoro seems pretty weird, you know what I mean? He seems off, you know? And I wonder what would happen if you continue to lie to him throughout the game and tell him to go to like these places that really aren't safe. I'm curious to see. So I might do that in this new game plus playthrough. But okay, side note, I'm getting all sidetracked now. Uh, the game is incredible. It's truly remarkable. What? Oh, shit. Yeah, bitch. And it's truly remarkable what NeoWiz does with all this storytelling. It's so good. It's so well done. It's so well thought out too, and it's it's expanded upon throughout the whole game. You know, you pick up little flyers here and there. You pick up diaries. You pick up weapons, because even the weapons kind of give you storytelling about the world that you're in, and it's honestly like it's honestly so good what this game has been able to do story wise. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And like I said, this is not a Souls like game. This is a Souls game, straight up. It is a Souls game. Um, it's a Souls game, and it is so different from the Souls games because it's a unique, it's a unique take on it. You know what I mean? We're using fairy tales. We are using fairy tales, and we're not coming up with some, crazy, world that we have to create. Neo is literally like, and I don't know why this hasn't been done before. Neo is said, yo, oh wow, I didn't notice there was a wing on the back of that. That's pretty cool. Neo Wiz is like, oh, you know what? There's plenty of fairy tales out there with dark stories that have been twisted to become, child friendly or whatever. And they took it, made it into a video game, a dark, eerie, menacing video game, and they freaking hit the nail on the head. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to just do every fairy tale as a video game. You know? And there was one part that I went back to in the final episode, and that once we actually saw the final cutscene, we went back to a yellow stargazer. A yellow stargazer. And I remember when we went through it the first time, I was like, yo, what the hell is this for? Like, why can't I use it, and why is it a different color? Oh, don't worry. Don't just keep playing the game. Keep playing. Get to the end. We're gonna tell you, right? And when you think that, yo, you know what? Maybe they're just never gonna talk about the fact that there's a random yellow stargazer. Hold your phone. Hold the horses. Okay, mi gente? NeoWiz ended up saying, oh, by the way, we're gonna tease something. And what happened? The alchemist that was giving us like giving us like the wish upon a star stones. Oh, what is he really? He's working with some other bitch. And they're trying to get the keys. I don't know what the keys are, because we obviously don't really know too much about the world that they're trying to build here. And lo and behold, they're talking about Dorothy. Bro, what? Like, what? I personally thought they would have killed it as an Alice in Wonderland video game, but I'm all for it, baby. Give me a... And I've never actually seen the Wizard of Oz movies, I'm gonna be honest, and I know some people are gonna be like, oh my god, why, you've never seen the Wizard of Oz movies? Yeah, that's right, I've never seen them, okay? I've never seen them. But now I might, now I might, just to kind of get a reference to the DLC, or maybe the sequel. I don't really know what they plan on doing with Dorothy. My thoughts is that Dorothy will be the sequel, and then Lies of P will just get some type of DLC. Because I did watch an interview after beating the game, and they showed like some screenshots of the DLC, and the, it looks crazy. Like it was literally just 2 screenshots that they shared. But if you know anything about fairy tales, you probably have an idea of where they're going, and just the thought of it is kind of freaking insane. Um, so that's crazy. So now it makes sense of why that stargazer was yellow, because now I'm assuming, and I'm not sure if I said this in the final episode, but I'm assuming that the yellow stargazers will technically be Dorothy's yellow brick road. Which, if you're asking me, that is freaking genius. It is genius in the most craziest way. It is freaking fantastic. And you know what's crazy? Now that I'm thinking about it, right? They can go a lot of ways with that. They can go a lot of ways with the Wizard of Oz, because you do have a lot of characters like the Tin Man and shit like that. And I was reading some stuff where people were speculating that P is technically the Tin Man. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz is just looking to become human, I think. Like he wants to be able to feel and stuff like that. And what is the whole thing with this game? As you continue along the story, you go from your, what is it? The gears. I think it says the gears are moving to your heart is pounding, all this other stuff. And it's so freaking incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible storytelling. And I just can't wait to see what NeoWiz does next. I literally can't wait. Because I'm excited, man. And like I said, like they're kind of giving me a reason to kind of get the history of the Wizard of Oz, which is crazy, because I've never in a million years would think I would actually watch that movie, because it just never really appealed to me. But now I'm interested, because now I want to know. Like this is a Pinocchio game, and it's like, what? You guys are giving us some crazy story to Pinocchio, and honestly, I love it. I love it. And so, if you guys remember correctly, right? We found a painting of Pinocchio, and as we progressed through the game, something kept coming out of the painting from his nose area. Because what do we all know about Pinocchio? The more he lies, the bigger his nose gets. Mi gente, NeoWiz are so freaking smart. They're such geniuses that they said, oh, check this out. Let's make it into a weapon. Let's make it into a goddamn weapon. So I don't know if I recorded it in my last episode. I can't remember right now because it was done so long ago. I remember I went up to the painting at the end of the game, and I ended up getting this. The Golden Lie. Okay? And what is it? A mystical wooden rod obtained from the boy's portrait. Fascinatingly, it extends and retracts at the whim of Geppetto's puppet. There are 2 kinds of lies. Yours is the lie that makes your nose long. The boy loved the fairy tale about the wooden puppet's adventure. At least the wooden puppet's father was kind. Bro, I mean, this is just insane. Like, who would have ever thought, yo, you know what, in a Pinocchio video game, let's make his nose become a weapon? Like, what? It's fresh. It's insane. It's insane, and I love it. Like, it's so freaking good. It's great. I mean, I don't know how good this weapon is, like, on actual enemies, because I haven't used it. But it's like, bro, like, that's such a genius idea. It's such a genius idea. And so, like, I mean, oh my god, the story's just so good. I literally can't talk enough about it. And now, what's another aspect of this game that's great, right? Visually, the game is stunning. Visually, the game is fantastic. I mean, like when you get to the top of the tower in the final chapters of the game, like where you're trying to fight Simon and you start fighting, what's her name? Laxia. That. Oh my god, that chick was rough. Oh Jesus. But when you start fighting and you look down, you see the whole world. You know what I'm saying? You see it. It's fantastic. And then as you get further on, you can kind of see the town, the city of Krat and stuff like that. Like, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Visually, this game is stunning. It's stunning, and I can't say it enough. It's fantastic, man, the visuals on this game. Because it looks so good. It looks so freaking amazing. Oh my god. So, gameplay, 10 out of 10. Storytelling, I'm going to give the storytelling 100 out of 10. Literally, I'm going to give the storytelling 100 out of 10. It's some of the best storytelling I've ever seen in video games. And one thing that I did want to point out that I don't know is that unfortunately at the end of the game, Lady Antonia does pass. You come talk to Paulandina. He says he's going to reset everything to just become a puppet. And in his voice, there's a certain, at least in my opinion, that after he wipes his memories and becomes just an ordinary, his voice changes, his demeanor changes, bro. Like, he went from like this loving puppet that was starting to feel emotions and back to just, oh yes, welcome to Hotel Krat, how can I help you? Like, that's it. It becomes so like dead inside and just like blah. And it's like, holy shit, this is small details, man. The small details in games change a lot. And I wish that bigger AAA studios would see this. Like, I want all of them to play this game and realize how storytelling and how gameplay and how small details within the game make such a huge difference in a player's like gameplay. It changes everything. It changes the aspects of the game, and I get passionate about it because for years, we would get, 1 or 2 games a year that are probably really good, but you still like, they still left out some small details. This feels, and if I'm not mistaken, this is NeoWiz's, that's so weird. This is NeoWiz's first AAA game. They got a crazy high budget and stuff like that, and they used it perfectly. And if you have an Xbox, I believe this game is on Game Pass. Freaking play this game immediately. Play it as soon as you can, because this is one of the best games I've ever played, and I have played a lot of video games, and this is one of the best I have ever played. It's up there, and one of my it's gonna be a take, people. It's gonna be a take, and I know some people might be like, "What? You're crazy." This is up there for one of the best games I have played of all time. That's how good this game is, and it's a Souls game, and I don't really have any Souls games on my all-time list. This is up there with some of the best games I've ever played. It's that freaking good. It's that incredible. It really is. So, visually, 10 out of 10. Gameplay wise, 10 out of 10. Story, 10 out of 10. Like, I mean, it's so good. And, the NPCs, the side characters, they're all so great, and they all have these deep, rich stories. It's so good, man. It's so good. But the one thing that takes this game to the next level, that takes it to a level that I have yet to see in a video game, is the music. It is the music. The music in LiesofP is some of the best music I have ever heard in video game history. It is truly some of the best music I've ever heard ever. It's up there with Final Fantasy games. It's up there with whatever games you want. Spider-Man games, Last of Us, Red Dead, whatever. This is some of the best music I have ever heard in a video game. And in the end, when you play the piano, oh my god, when you're actually able to play a full song on the piano, bro, that shit brought a tear to my eye. That's how good that music was. Like, so for a game to have that, like, such good music like that is just a chef's kiss. You know, the creator, the director of this game was just like, give me all, give me all the like classical orchestra music. Give me all of it. I wanted to pull at your heartstrings no matter what. Okay. And there's a lot of tracks here. There is a good amount of tracks. And I believe there's even like these, like you see these golden ones. I believe you get these by going through another New Game Plus, I believe. And I believe that's the only way to actually get every single track. But like, I mean, it just looks so good. If I had a record player, I am buying this whole freaking thing. I'm buying it. Like, and it's without a doubt. I would buy this if I had a record player because I believe they did release it. Like, the music is so good. I have it on my Apple Music to just play when I'm driving in the car because it is just that good. It's that good. So, the music in this game is, and I mean this literally, the music is literally a 100 out of 10. The music is so freaking well done. I can't remember the last time I played a game where the music was this good. Maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now that we've replayed it, it was very good. And I mean, I just don't know what else to say about this game. It's so good. And I mean, Antonia is great. Sophia is great. Polendina is great. Vanini is amazing. Eugenie is amazing. And like, the only gripe I have with this game, which is not even that really big of an issue, is some of the side stuff. The rewards are kind of like lackluster, if I'm being honest. But for me, that doesn't bother me in the slightest because everything else in the game is just that damn good. I love this game so much, and the music is so good. It's fantastic, man. Oh, it's freaking incredible, man. It's so good. And another small thing that I want to point out is that I love the fact that when you start hitting certain parts of the video game, even the title screen changes to show that. Like, bro, talk about attention to freaking detail, right? Like, this game was truly incredible. I honestly had such a wonderful time playing this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay as much as I enjoyed playing this game for you. Like, I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate all the support I got on this playthrough. It was fantastic. And to be honest, the support I've had on all my videos have been great. So mi gente, I just want to say thank you for that. This was truly a game I did not expect to love as much as I did. Because I really didn't know much about it. I just kind of seen one or two trailers about it, and I was like, oh shit, that looks cool. And I thought it was going to be like an okay game. And this game is very underappreciated from the reviews I've seen after playing it. I'm like, did we play the same game? This game definitely should have been nominated for Game of the Year 2023. It really should have. And, you know, hey, kudos to Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played it personally, but I've heard that game is pretty good. But for me, this definitely would have won Game of the Year if I played it last year. And I'm just so thrilled with this game, and I can't wait to see what NeoWiz has in store for us when it comes to the sequel and the DLC for this game. I really can't. I'm excited, man. I really am. And if it even is half as good as this game is, we're in for a freaking treat. Straight up, we're in for a treat. Because, you know, and the thing is, they can continue to make as many games as they want because there are so many fairy tales out there and so many stories that we really don't know. You know what I mean? And like I mean, you could literally do this for a bunch of games. You can do this for, as we saw, they're doing a Wizard of Oz, which I never would have thought of. And I really hope they attack Alice in Wonderland next after that. And I mean, they could really go anywhere they want. They could easily probably do a Beauty and the Beast. They could do Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? They could do so many things. The only thing, they could even do a Peter Pan game if they wanted to. Shit, you know, just give me a Little Mermaid one. Oh my god, a Little Mermaid one that starts in the water, but like you have to go through so much shit when she becomes a human and can't talk. That would be pretty. No, screw it. You know what? Neo is whatever you want to make, I will play day one. Whatever it is you want to make, I will play it. That's how much faith I have in you now after just one video game. I have so much faith in them for the future, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. I just can't. It's so good. So overall, what would I give this game? I'm gonna be straight up here. It's a 10 out of 10 video game, in my opinion. 10 out of 10. If you think I should lower it because of the side quest, oh fine, I'll give it a 9.99. How about that? Right? Either way, this game is a 10 out of 10. It's an excellent game. And honestly, I know Souls games can be kind of scary to some players, but I honestly do recommend that you play this game. It's once you get the hang of the mechanics and everything, and once you get the pattern down for boss fights, this game is just incredible. It's incredible. Ooh, is this a Korean version of that song? Huh. Now I'm like, huh. Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, the game is great. Like, oh, the music is just so fantastic. Now I'm just kind of curious to see. Because now I'm like, were all the songs in Korean? I really don't know. I was so enamored and in love with the world of this game that I was just enjoying every second of it, to be honest. So, mi gente, this video has been long enough. This is a pretty long review. I really thought I was just going to make like a 10-minute review. But honestly, just kind of replaying a little bit and listening to the music and just thinking about all the memories that I have of this game, it's just so good. So, mi gente, final verdict, LiesofP gets a 10 out of 10 in my book. And again, if you have Xbox, if you have Game Pass, play this damn game. I don't know what you're waiting for, to be honest. If you guys have PlayStation, PC, I highly recommend this game. Even if you want to wait for it to go on sale, that's fine. I highly recommend you play this game and give it a try. Because honestly, at first, I wasn't going to, because I was like, damn, it's a Souls game, so it's going to be hard. I'm going to probably give up. But the story is so good and everything about it is so well done that you just want to keep playing the game. So, this is a 10 out of 10 game in my book. This is my current game of the year for 2024. At the time of this recording, Final Fantasy Rebirth is already released. As you guys saw, I was trying to do gameplay on that, but I decided not to anymore because of the copyright hell you go through. So when I'm done with that game, expect a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth review. To at least give you my thoughts in the game. But honestly, when it comes to LiesofP, it's a 10 out of 10. And like I said, mi gente, I appreciate all the support you guys gave me on this playthrough. And I hope you guys continue to give me that support on my next gameplays. And I can't wait to keep uploading some games for you guys, man. I really can't. And on that note, mi gente, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you guys have spent some time with your loved ones, friends, family, people who bring you the good vibes. This gameplay truly was amazing, and this playthrough was something special. And part of it is because of you guys, just supporting me. Damn, this game was so good. Just listening to the music, I'm just like, oh my god, why is this shit so incredibly amazing? Ah, man. So, mi gente, on that note, this has been a pleasure, man. And like I always say, let the stress go, let the good vibes flow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is your boy Chino signing out. Peace.